Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Some few days ago, there was a court judgment in Rivers State nullifying all the congresses that were held by Tony Okocha-led APC leadership, and which means that right now, whatever he did was null and void. And Okocha did not feel fine about it. He has decided to talk back, and he has opened up on who is behind the court cases and the level of influence the person is having on judiciary in Rivers State, and is no other person than Governor Fubara. But guess what? Fubara's team has also fired back at him based on some of the strong accusations he had leveled against the governor. You're going to hear full details of some of the things that he had said. According to the news chief, Tony Okocha, the embattled chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC in Rivers State, has charged Governor Fubara with getting involved with opposition parties' internal affairs and swearing state court decisions. Fubara, according to Okocha, has transformed the state judiciary into what he called a supermarket where rulings are purchased to serve his agenda. He was responding to a recent decision by the Rivers State High Court that declared the APC State Congress is invalid, which he claimed was the result of the governor's interference. Okocha was unreserved in his criticism when he spoke to reporters at his Rumigbo home in Obiokbo local government area of the state. He implied prejudice in the court's ruling by claiming that Justice Godswill Obomanu, the presiding judge, is from the same Okbobo village as Fubara. According to his word, he says the creator of this Gilsam dance is him. That's Fubara. He is busy interfering in APC activity despite not even belonging to the PDP. Okocha advised him to concentrate on re-registering with the PDP rather than creating confusion. In his words, he says that the Rivers State Judiciary is not a supermarket where the governor goes to buy judgment. He assigned cases at his will. The state judiciary is suffering as a result of this deception. Okocha also supported the party's choice to hold congresses, stating that they are carried out openly and following the guideline issued by the PDP National Secretariat. According to him, he says, I spent 3 million naira on my form and ran a massive campaign. The people agreed that since I have performed well, I should remain the chairman. However, he said that the governor and his supporters were causing havoc by exploiting the court system. Citing previous instances in which state judges were sanctioned by the National Judicial Council, he charged that the judiciary in Rivers State was participating in acts that were harmful to justice. However, Jerry Omasogunwa, Governor's Fubara's special assistant on electronic media, quickly brushed off Okocha's allegation as unfounded. Omasogunwa urged Okocha to provide evidence to support his claim, pointing out that Governor Fubara is still an official member of the People's Democratic Party. In his word, he says, Governor Fubara has participated in multiple meetings of the PDP Governors Forum. He wouldn't attend such event if he wasn't a PDP member. He criticized Okocha for giving court decision ethnic overtones, stressing that the judiciary is an autonomous body. According to him, he said, how does the governor feel about breaking a court order and getting caught by the law? The APC should address its internal crisis rather than blaming the governor. Citing recent 3 weeks period of project commissioning and flag-offs around the state, Omasogunwa also emphasized Fubara's emphasis on governance. He says that the governor is occupied with fulfilling his commitment to the people of Rivers State. He doesn't have time for internal APC disputes. That was his position. This is really serious. I must confess, and I don't know what is going to happen in the nearest future with the way things are going in APC. But I think that what happened previously in APC, it's almost happening again. And that's what so many respondents are saying. And they are pointing accusing fingers that was the same thing that Magnus Abel collaborated with Wike to build a Rivers State chapter of the APC in 2019. And that Okocha was somehow involved. I don't know how true that is, but most people are saying that as at that time, they did not realize that the court does not have jurisdiction in internal party affairs, and that the collaboration was between Wike and Magnus Abe, with him supporting. And that as at now, based on the move that has been taken against him, there should be a speedy response in the area. I'm talking about some of the responses that have been given in respect to him. That there should be a speedy response by him in the area of obeying the court judgment and possibly seeking a redress in court of competent jurisdiction than staying and be claiming ignorant of the court process. And, some of the statement that he had made, for me, it's outrightly wrong, because before you come out with such strong positions, there should be evidence in your hands. And I feel that there should be clarification by the judiciary in respect to this issue of, the court getting involved with internal cases of the party. First of all, I know that in People Democratic Party, what is there is the fact that there are some processes that you have to follow if you have any strife with anybody in the party. Follow it. But in the event of it not being resolved, the person has that exclusive right to seek redress in the law court. But first of all, you have to go to. So if in APC, the person had gone through the required route, and it seems as though everyone is turning a blank eyes or at what is happening in the party, then he has the full right, to go a little bit away from the party to the court. At least that is the place where the common man have the right, to seek redress. He can go there and, and get whatever he wants. But outside that, I think that the court does not have such rights. But unfortunately, it has happened, and and the ideal move is that he should immediately see how he can get redress in the appeal court. Don't forget that the presiding judge, Justice Goswill Ogbomadu, according to Tony Okocha, he claims that he is from Ogbobo village, like Fubara. And, during the ruling, which took place some few days ago, the guy nullified the Congress by the party and is citing the court order restraining the party from going ahead with the Congress, and awarded a 10 million naira fine against APC. Now, this is what we're talking about. There was a court order already on ground. You did not honor the court order. You went further and you conducted Congress. You feel that the court will sit back and watch you disobey their own court order. If there was a court order that you shouldn't hold whatever elections that, whatever issues that you have on hand, as maybe there was some internal issues, it's for you to see how those issues are being resolved. Bring everybody. I'm so shocked that the person of Ganduje is acting this way, being that he's a long-time politician. I feel that whenever there are crises like that, and this had seemed to be a perennial problem for APC in Rivers State. Most at time, they are never together whenever the case of election is coming up. And it's almost playing out again. Because how can they be an elected chairman on ground, and a CTC chairman is being appointed, and the elected chairman went to court, and the court has given him a judgment that he should be reinstated as the chairman of the party. But instead, you're working with the CTC chairman. Why don't you invite him alongside Tony Okocha? Let's go as far as meeting with the president, or maybe let's meet with the stakeholders of the party, and then let's deliberate over this issue to create a better standing for yourself in the party, so that tomorrow you are so sure that your party will stand its ground. Because this thing, the way it's playing out, at the end of the day, the APC may not be part of any elections in Rivers State. Don't forget that the other election that took place, local government election, because of this same Buahaha, the elected guy came up, the CTC came up. The CTC, that's Tony Okocha, said that there was no election. While the guy that was elected, who still have like 2 years to end his tenure, said that election is going to hold. There was issues and they could not stand a better ground to contest with the APP. This thing must stop. They must call themselves to order. And the issue of pointing fingers at the judiciary, let's just be doing it with having adequate claims in our hand. That's what we'd like to leave it. Let's leave that.